Hello students, today we will learn how to balance a redox reaction. A redox reaction is a sort of reaction in which the oxidation and reduction, both the processes happens simultaneously. So generally the oxidation number method or half reaction method is used for balancing a redox reaction. But over here I am demonstrating a method in which there is only a mathematical concept by the help of which we can balance the redox reaction. There is no any chemical or chemistry concept is needed over here, and it is very easy to balance a redox reaction. So let's go how to do it. Consider the following redox reaction in which Zn plus NO3 minus gives Zn2 plus N2O, and suppose this reaction is happening in acidic medium. So remember that for acidic medium you have to do one thing, that for whatever the redox reaction is, you have to add H plus ion to the LHS of the reaction and H2O to the RHS of the reaction. So you can see the step first, that we have added H plus ion over the left and H2O molecule over the right. Now next step what you have to do is that apply the coefficients with all of the constituents involved. So the second step you can see over here that X is the coefficient of Zn. So like this, X Zn plus Y NO3 minus plus Z H plus gives P Zn2 plus Q N2O plus R H2O. Now what you have to do, you have to balance the constituents in the reaction. For example, over here in case we want to balance the number of zinc atoms, then over the LHS there are X numbers of atoms of zinc, and over the RHS there are P atoms of zinc. So therefore X must be equals to P because we want to balance the constituents. Second is, in case we talk about the nitrogen, then we can see that nitrogen is there in LHS in nitrate ion. So in nitrate ion the coefficient is Y, and in nitrate ion there is one nitrogen atom. So the total number of atoms of nitrogen in LHS is only Y, but over the RHS the nitrogen occurs in N2O molecules which is having coefficient Q, and in N2O there are two nitrogen atoms, so therefore twice the Q is what the number of nitrogen atoms in the RHS. So definitely for balancing the nitrogen atom, Y must be equals to 2Q. Similarly for the case of oxygen we can see that over the LHS the oxygen is there in nitrate ion which is containing 3 atoms of oxygen, and coefficient of nitrate ion is Y, so therefore thrice Y is the number of oxygen atoms over the LHS of this reaction. And over the RHS the oxygen occurs in N2O as well as in H2O. The coefficient of N2O is Q and coefficient of H2O is R. So total Q plus R is the number of atoms of oxygen over the right hand side. So definitely 3Y must be equals to Q plus R. Similarly for the case of hydrogen, hydrogen is occurring only in form of H plus ion over the LHS. So Z is the number of hydrogen atoms over the LHS, and over the RHS hydrogen occurs in H2O which is having coefficient R. So since in H2O there are 2 hydrogen atoms, so therefore twice R is the number of atoms of hydrogen over the right hand side. So definitely for balancing the hydrogen atoms Z must be equals to 2R. Now this is the total number of constituents we have balanced. Now next balancing is the charge balance. So we can see that nitrogen is having nitrate ion is having -1 charge. So definitely minus Y charge is there with nitrate ion over the LHS, and similarly this hydrogen ion is having +1 charge with it, and it is having coefficient Z. So definitely plus Z charge is also there over the LHS. So total charge over the LHS is -Y plus Z. Similarly over the RHS the only charged entity is zinc 2 plus, which is having coefficient P. So therefore since it is having 2 plus charge, twice the positive charge, so definitely the total charge over the right hand side is 2P. So the charge balance is now minus y plus z equals to 2p. Now we can see that we are having total 5 equations with us. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the constituent balance and equation 5 is the charge balance. But total number of unknown variables over here are 6. Those are x, y, z and p, q, r. We know this thing that for solving any simultaneous equations, the number of equations and number of unknown variables must be same. But over here we can see that number of equations are 5 but number of unknown variables are 6. So we can drop out one variable by assigning some value to any one of the variable. For example, over here suppose we take x equals to 1. We can take any other variable also with some value. But over here suppose we take x equals to 1. In that case one variable is dropped out. So now p is automatically equals to 1. So therefore x and p's value is known. Now we are having only 4 equations 2, 3, 4 and 5 which are having only 4 unknown variables. So we can solve those simultaneous equations. You might be knowing how to solve the simultaneous equations. So ultimately we are getting the values y equals to half, z equals to 5 by 2 and by these values q equals to 1 by 4 and r equals to 5 by 4. So now we are having all the coefficients with us. Now applying the coefficients over the redox reaction. So in place of x, y, z, p, q, r we are applying the coefficients. So you can see ultimately we are getting zn plus half NO3 minus plus 5 by 2 H plus gives Zn2 plus 1 by 4 N2O plus 5 by 4 H2O. Now this is our equation 8. Now multiply both the sides with 4. So what we are getting 4Zn plus 2NO3 minus plus 10H plus gives 4Zn2 plus N2O plus 5H2O. So this is our final balanced redox reaction and we have balanced it only by mathematical concept. Now one more example. Let's take one more example. Balance the following redox reaction in acidic medium and that is I minus plus IO3 minus gives I2. We know this thing that the first step in case reaction is occurring in acidic medium is add H plus ion to the LHS and H2O to the RHS. And next is apply the coefficients. So ultimately we are getting Xi minus plus YiO3 minus plus ZH plus gives Pi2 plus QH2O. Now again balance the constituents. So we have to balance 3 constituents over here. Those are iodine, oxygen and hydrogen. So we can see for iodine X plus Y are the number of atoms of iodine in LHS must be equals to 2 into P. That is the number of atoms in RHS. Similarly for oxygen also 3Y must be equals to Q and for hydrogen atom also Z must be equals to 2Q. Now next step is balance the charge. So you can see that total charge over the left hand side is minus 1x due to I minus and minus 1y due to IO3 minus and plus z due to H plus. So and over the right hand side the net charge is 0 because there is no as such charged entity over the right hand side. So our charge balance becomes minus x minus y plus z must be equals to 0. So we are having now 4 equations with us. So again there are 4 equations but the number of unknown variables are 5. And we know this thing that for solving simultaneous equations the number of equations and number of unknown variables must be same. So we can drop out any one of the variable by assigning it some value. Suppose we take p equals to 1. So in case we are taking p equals to 1, now we are having 4 equations with 4 unknown variables. Those can be solved by the principles of solving simultaneous equations. So by the solving ultimately over the rightmost column the values are given which we have got by solving the equations. Those are p equals to 1 because we have already assumed it, x equals to 5 by 3, y equals to 1 by 3, z equals to 2 and q equals to 1. Now applying the coefficients over their places, ultimately we are getting 5 by 3 I minus plus 1 by 3 IO3 minus plus 2H plus gives I2 plus H2O. Now multiply both the sides by 3. So what we are getting 5I minus plus IO3 minus plus 6H plus gives 3I2 plus 3H2O. And this is our final redox reaction which is in balanced state. So again we have solved this problem that is to balance the redox reaction by mathematical method. Now take one more example, that is, suppose we want to balance Zn plus NO3 minus gives Zn2 plus NH4 plus in basic medium. So remember that in basic medium what we have to do, add OH minus to the right hand side, add OH minus over the left hand side of the reaction and H2O molecule over the right hand side of the reaction. This always we have to do, that for basic medium add OH minus to the left hand side and H2O molecule to the right hand side. Now next is apply the coefficients. After applying the coefficients, what we are getting, XZN plus YNO3 minus plus ZOH minus gives PZN2 plus QNH4 plus RH2O. Now again balance the constituents. For zinc we can see X must be equals to P. For nitrogen we can see that Y must be equals to Q. For oxygen we can see 3Y plus Z equals to R, and for hydrogen also we can see Z must be equals to Q plus 2R. Now next is the charge balance. We can see that net charge over the LHS is minus Y and minus Z. So therefore minus Y minus Z is the net charge over the LHS, and over the RHS the net charge is 2P plus Q. We can see 2P plus Q. So charge balance is minus Y minus Z is equals to 2P plus Q. Now again we are having 5 equations, but number of unknown variables are 6. So we can drop out one variable by assigning it some arbitrary value. And remember that when we are assigning any arbitrary value, it must be some positive integer. So over here let's take P equals to 1. So when we are taking P equals to 1, X is automatically equals to 1 by equation 1. So now again we are having 4 equations and 4 unknown variables. By solving all those, ultimately the 6 values we are getting are X equals to 1, Y equals to 1 by 4, Z equals to minus 5 by 2, P equals to 1, which we have already assumed, Q equals to 1 by 4, and R equals to minus 7 by 4. Now applying the coefficients over their places, we are getting Zn plus 1 by 4 NO3 minus 5 by 2 OH minus gives Zn2 plus 1 by 4 NH4 plus minus 7 by 4 H2O. Now since we can see that the coefficient of OH minus is minus 5 by 2, it is over the LHS, and coefficient of H2O is minus 7 by 4, it is over the RHS. So we can interchange these two to make them positive, shift the H2O molecule toward the left hand side and OH minus ion toward the right hand side of the reaction. So ultimately we are getting Zn plus 1 by 4 NO3 minus plus Z 7 by 4 H2O gives Zn2 plus 1 by 4 NH4 plus 5 by 2 OH minus. Now multiply the equation with 4. So we are getting 4 Zn plus NO3 minus plus 7 H2O gives 4 Zn2 plus NH4 plus 10 OH minus. This is our final balanced redox reaction. So this is how we can solve the problems of balancing the redox reaction in acidic or basic medium without any chemical concept, just by applying the mathematical rules of solving the simultaneous equations. We can balance any redox reaction. Thank you.